Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I'm Will, and I'm joined by my co-host over here, the Greeze. Say hello, Greeze.
What's up, everybody? We released a new video today. It's a little bit of a different look.
It's like a curveball if you're using baseball terminology.
Which we're not.
We're not. We're just saying it's a curveball. You all right?
Well, no, I was just
doing weird things again.
Well, no, I saw. Don't worry about it. Well, I was turning this way.
I'm always worried
I thought
about
I was
you.
This way, and I saw something in my ear, and I was like, wait, but it's not.
What you were saying is that we released a new video today. We're calling it Whiskey News. We're going to start doing these if they're received well. And basically, we did a news broadcast where we used current events and tied everything back to whiskey because that's how the world operates.
And people need to be gentle on us. This is our first daggone time doing anything like this.
Yep.
By the way, hit the like button, subscribe, tell your friends about us, post in your
groups,
TikTok groups.
Do they have groups on TikTok now?
If they don't, they need them.
Oh.
They could call them subticks. Subtalks.
Yeah, subtalks is better.
Subtalks is way, 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 way better.
Yeah, Tommy D did say that it was a curveball, talking about that video that we did. And yeah, so we had a delightful time putting that together for you and wrote jokes. Grease prepared. The answer to her question is yes. I already unlocked the back door.
I was wondering. She was like,
Patrick's coming. I unlocked the back door for him because I was thinking ahead. So tonight we're going to do some fun things. If you saw the thumbnail, we're going to do a little pairing action a la the Whiskey Mutant, the Snack King, the king of all snack items. Eric, as you know, our buddy, he likes to pair snack foods with whiskey and loosely put buddy. Oh no, he and I literally talk 10 times a day minimum.
Well,
back and forth the whole day long.
Oh snap! We got to fix that.
Yeah, I got to get a new cord for this microphone.
Do we order it while we're alive?
No, we're gonna hunker down. But can I tell you,
don't want me to be distracted.
Can I tell you this story about going to the urgent care? Because you see, I've got this Paw Patrol Band-Aid on currently.
Right. You do.
So the other day,
this is a story, Will. I often tell if you have like a normal life and you just need some interesting things to happen.
Yeah.
You got to get out of the house.
Well, yeah,
you got to go somewhere.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like everyone's like my boring life or whatever. I work from home. I hang at home. I got 2 friends and a dog. Like you just got to go. And sometimes
that literally was a description of your life.
And sometimes, I mean, maybe my alter life.
Okay.
But sometimes you just got to get out there, and sometimes that means that you just got to hurt yourself so that you can go to the urgent care. Now, right. I feel like, Will, you are the least stressed out person on the planet if you're at urgent care.
Yeah, I couldn't care less.
Because, and here's the reason why I think it's because if anything were to happen to you in that moment, you're in the best spot possible.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the best spot.
Well,
some of the urgent cares are questionable.
You're a 5-minute ambulance away from like getting like severe help.
Sure, that's.
But I'm just saying, it's like it's like my wife's a nurse. Like I go to bed every night, and I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
like
you're saying
like Russia could invade my front door at 12:10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And is it going to be stressful? Yes. Are they going to come in there and it's going to get weird? Yes. But at the end of the day, my wife is a nurse.
Right.
And let's just say they pepper spray me or worse. And I'm not going to say what worse is.
Yeah.
She's going to be there to do all the Heimlich and the CPR and like the blood transfusion stuff.
I am so glad you didn't serve in our armed forces. Because
or
just your description of what an invasion would end up like is just, it's glorious, but it is not. I mean, I don't think that you're concerned about the right things if you're having a foreign army invade your home. The pepper spray situation is probably the least of your worries. So I went to the urgent care. I actually went to the same urgent care that told you got to get to the hospital and get that appendix out stat.
Did you ask them about me?
I didn't.
I guarantee you,
but
they remember.
I met the 80-year-old female version of you. I didn't meet her. I observed her. So I go into the urgent care. I'm sitting there, and I went to the one that was closer to my house, and they said, you got to go to this other one because you'll wait 3 hours here. They got they gave me an appointment. So I go down, sitting there, waiting. And all of a sudden, this lady comes in, and I swear this lady was 7 feet tall, had like curly-ish hair like me, but wiry and gray. Because she's 80 years old, and she stumbles in the front door and goes, I got to see a doctor. I got to see a doctor. And I'm just like, I'm sitting there, and, in medical facilities, you still wear masks. In most places in Tennessee, you don't. So I've got a mask on, which is great because I'm literally beaming.
So is it like a Long Island grandmother?
No, she didn't have a Long Island accent. She goes, I got to see a doctor. I didn't say, I got to see a doctor. I didn't say it that way.
Well, in my head, it was like,
I know.
But
Greeze,
then when you did
she was from Tennessee through and through. She has spent at least 75% of her 80 years on this earth in Tennessee. I am pretty certain of that.
And probably smoking.
So she goes in. She goes, I got to see a doctor.
Does she sound like a smoker, though?
I mean, at that age, yes, she is smoked. I'll throw that out there. She has smoked at some point in her life. So she gets up to the counter and she goes, I got to see a doctor. And the lady's like, ma'am, first, do you have a mask? And she goes,
because she goes in spit blazers.
Do I have what? Do you have a mask? Part of me thought she was drunk. She was not. But she's like, do I have a what? Do you have a mask?
I can't read lips.
She goes, no, I don't have a mask. She goes, well, could you go grab one? Okay. She goes, and she's fumbling with it as if she's never seen one before in her entire life. Is she trying
to make a scene? Or is she?
She was definitely, yes, clearly. She was making a scene, but she was definitely trying, I think, but she's 80 years old. So she's fumbling with the mask, trying to get it on. Literally, someone hands it to you. You're from a different planet and you have no idea what this contraption is. And someone hands it, says, figure this out.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Okay. She's
struggling. Finally gets it on. She comes back over and she goes, okay, I got to see a doctor. And she goes, okay, well, do you have an appointment already? And she goes, no.
What?
No. And then she goes, okay, well,
it's like I'm 80. I get to walk into everywhere, including Chick-fil-A.
She goes, okay, well, it's about an hour and a half wait. And she goes, oh, no, I got to see a doctor now. And she goes, well, I can either try to get you at one of our other clinics an appointment, or you can go to the emergency room. Those are kind of your options. Okay, I'll wait. Okay, ma'am. Well, are you from here?
So she's willing to wait an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah. After saying I've got trying to weasel her way in.
Yeah.
And she goes, okay.
So you think it was malicious? You think
she was sick. She was clearly sick.
No, I know, but she came in. She's like, I don't want to sit here and wait. I don't have an appointment. I'm going to go in there and demand a doctor.
No, I think she is the female Greeze. I think she is just living and breathing this personality. So here's where it goes.
This kind of behavior makes me feel weak. I don't think I would do that.
Yeah. This kind of behavior you would do.
I was almost dead, Will. That's the only time I've ever been just like, I don't know.
All right.
I'm about to pass out.
So here we go. So she goes, can I get your name? Goes, yeah. Have you ever been here before? Oh, yeah, I've been here. I just live right down the street. And she goes, okay, well, I need your name. And she goes, what? Okay. Gives it to her. She goes, I don't see you in the system. So maybe it was No, I cut my foot open. Blood was everywhere. He stitched me up. Blood was squirting all over the room. It was bleeding everywhere. He stitched me right up. So I've been here. And so it's like, okay. So then she's like, okay, I found you. And, I need your insurance information. Okay.
The only thing that would be better than that, Will, is if she stared that person checking her in and just in all seriousness goes, check it again.
She did not.
That's the only way.
Well, it gets better.
Instead, I'm going to explain a very specific situation that may or may not have scared you.
So she goes, she gives her like Medicare card, and then she goes, okay, I need a credit card on file because that's the protocol,
right?
Whatever's not, and she goes, no, Medicare will cover it. And she goes, I understand, man, but this is just like the protocol. Like you just okay, fine. So she gives her a credit card. She goes, all right, what are your symptoms? And she goes, I've been coughing my damned head off, just straight up. And she goes, can't breathe, been doing breathing treatments. It is bad.
Yeah.
I need to see a doctor. I cannot breathe. It hurts. The breathing treatment not even working anymore. And then she goes, I think it's a viral infection, but you're probably going to want to check me for COVID too.
Right.
And it's like, this is the lady that was coming in, that doctor, but no care for anyone else in the world.
Just saliva shooting everywhere.
Yeah. Then she goes, okay, well, we'll get you, go take a seat. So she goes over and sits by this family, sits down, and then she grabs it.
I love the fact that she knows what it is.
Oh, I know. She was like,
I think it's a viral infection, but you might as well check me for COVID too.
Right. So then she starts fiddling with her mask, and she goes, these things are a pain in the ass. then she looks up.
Wait. Hang on. That's with kids around.
Oh no! Right next to a child, looks the dad in the eye and goes, "These things are a pain in the ass." And then she goes, "Damn Biden!" Like he had like anything to do with the protocols at the Minute Clinic wherever in Franklin, Tennessee. So that was my experience at the urgent care. Needless to say, I got some antibiotics for the fish hook infection and a tetanus shot. Because I went in and the lady was like, are you up to date on your tetanus shot? And I go, what's up to date? Like how frequently you got to get that? She goes, well, when was the last time you had one? Like she could have said, if you haven't had it in the last 10 years, we're going to give it to you. She goes, when was the last time you had one? I go,
probably in kindergarten.
I said, I legitimately,
is that 88 for you?
I could have been 8 years old. I don't know. Maybe they snuck one in when I was going off to college. Who's to say? It's been more than a decade, though. And she goes, yeah, we're going to go. She goes, we're going to go ahead and give you a tetanus shot.
Yeah. So the funny thing is I actually had one. Golly, I think I had one about 10 years ago now. Do you have to get one every 10 years?
I did look it up afterwards, and it said you should get it updated every 10 years. Yeah.
Okay. Dadgummit. Because that's intermuscular and it hurts.
Or
intramuscular.
I will say the nurse at the urgent care facility that I went to was very good,
top notch.
She literally was going. You know how they do the old pinch, like to throw you off.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she goes, "All right, you good to go?" And I go, "Time out. Did you just do it?" She goes, "Oh yeah." I go, "Oh, you're good at that."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Yeah, I've been doing it quite a while." So, but it hurt. It did. The shot was fine, but it like the second day, my arm felt dead. It was achy.
That's why you get it in your left arm,
right?
Unless you're left-handed,
right? Then you get it in the right arm,
right?
So that was my adventures in medicine this week,
right?
Since we've last been together.
I'm trying to think if I have any funny stories. I don't think I do.
Jason, thank you for the super chat on YouTube. Working the graveyard shift tonight, so it's a monster night. Thanks for making my night pass that much quicker. P.S. Whiskey News was hilarious. We thank you for that, Jason. And if you're just joining us, go watch our Whiskey News video that we just put up this afternoon. So
I am excited about the series, but I'm overcritical, and I just
it'll get better. We're going to continue to do it.
I just know that we can,
I think that it was a good, solid effort.
Agree.
I think it came. I thought it turned out great for us.
I agree.
Never
we
doing
put
it
two
before.
sticks together and rubbed them real hard,
and we made a little spark of inspiration. This is from our buddy Owen. Says this is the most amazing idea for a show. I actually had you in mind when we picked to do this, Owen. He said, ever not sure what I'd pair with God's perfect fruit, referring to the snack that we're about to pair. Probably something like that new.
Wait, did you put that on there?
Burbs.
Is that the title?
Yeah, no, because of what you said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the title for the show was Pairing Bourbon with God's Perfect Fruit.
Yeah.
And then it said
Old Bay.
Yeah, Old Bay Goldfish crackers. So
yeah.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do.
I don't think I ever heard back from you on that one. So
no, I think I gave it a whole thumbs up emoji. Yeah. This is what we're having today. It is the Goldfish limited edition Old Bay seasoned crackers. Let me read this on the back to you. The new way to Old Bay is on Goldfish crackers.
And that's it. Your tone sounded like you were
I get a little tickle down my spine.
At least 2 or 3 more sentences.
No, it's just one. That's all that matters. There's a really cool little Goldfish sticker that seals the bag. Oh yes. Okay. So
right.
These came. These
so
were
number
was,
one. These are limited editions.
They were limited. They are going to hit some stores for a minute. They need to make these permanent because these would be. I would get the Costco giant milk carton size of these in perpetuity for the rest of my life. It came with 2 bags. It was $6 for 2 bags, but $5 shipping. So it's like 11. Basically, it was like $5.50 a bag. So just get a waft of that. You out there in YouTube land, just get a waft of them crackers. Just get a waft of them crackers.
Clam crackers or whatever they're called. Chowder crackers.
Yeah.
What are they called?
They're called oyster crackers. To be precise.
I knew it was something.
A different.
I was like clam crackers.
Clam
crackers.
Yeah.
Cracker clams. Oyster crackers. Right. They smell like a shrimp boil.
Yeah,
with
it smells like you're gonna eat them with, or like saltines with your shrimp cocktail or something.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna give you a few because first we got to try them.
Well, yeah,
try them naked.
What, no, are you serious right now?
And then we're gonna decide. We're each gonna pick 2 bourbons or rye to mix with this, not mix with, to pair with this, and then we're going to decide who did the better.
Have you thought about sprinkle dusting more Old Bay?
See, I think it's a perfect ratio.
It's not a perfect. I don't even know what this is. Not a perfect ratio.
I think it's a great ratio. You should get the cheddar from the Goldfish and get a great amount of Old Bay, but it's not overpowering, which is where you're going to want it to be. Like, as if I just want to, just like do the Old Bay challenge.
I know exactly what this is getting.
Where you scoop some Old Bay into a spoon and try to just live your best life.
I already know.
I can do that.
With it. I already know what I'm pairing with.
Okay. Well, what's your first pairing?
My first pairing is 13th Colony Rye.
Oh,
yep. I'm embracing the spice because it's not spicy enough. That's my hot take. They need more Old Bay in there, or throw some hot sauce in it or something. I don't know. Golly,
it doesn't need to be spicy.
It tastes like a child's.
It doesn't need to be spicy.
This is ketchup flavored Goldfish.
Greeze, Old Bay isn't supposed to burn your mouth. I think you're thinking of Tony Chachery's.
I like that too.
Yeah, but this isn't supposed to be like burning. All right, my first pick is 90 proof.
My water bit me.
And to play off the brininess, the saltiness, and the seafood theme of Goldfish and Old Bay, I'm going with Jefferson's Ocean.
Oh,
I've already done the pairing. It's fantastic. I'm going to win with that one.
Dadgummit. Well, I'm just going to throw it. Well,
why are you going to throw it? Don't throw it. Why would you throw it? What does that mean?
Well, I mean, it's not really.
No,
it's not really throwing it.
I said bourbon or rye. I didn't say flavored swill. Also,
this is 66 proof. Will.
I've seen you drink straight out of that, so I'm not drinking out of that. That's gross. It's not even enough to kill the germs.
I haven't even seen that. All right, well, this is only appropriate.
Why are you trying to throw it? You're actually not trying to win.
Whiskey in a can, baby. No, but this was only good when we pumped it.
Yeah. All right. I'm going with something a little bit lower proof.
How obscure are my picks?
Because I want the Old Bay to still shine through. I don't want the higher proof to knock it down.
Okay.
I want it to still shine through, but I still want some good classic bourbon flavor. So I'm going with Benchmark Top Floor.
What's the proof on that?
86.
86 proof.
86 proof.
I remember liking that one.
It's real good. All right, so we should probably start with that one because it is the lowest of the proofs.
It is the lowest of the proofs. All right. I'll let you do your thing.
You mean pour the whiskey?
All right, I'm gonna hit a cracker.
Yeah.
These are crap crackers.
What are you talking? Are you kidding me? This is God's perfect fruit.
It is if it had enough seasoning on it.
Shut your mouth when I'm talking.
Well, that's a solid pairing.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
All right. You cracker.
It's oaky as sin, but it's also,
you could
packed with flavor.
Summertime outside.
Guys, for 86,
Drink
this is $25, by the way.
This
and
actually may be the pairing. This may be it.
We're starting strong.
Uh-huh.
That's for sure. I feel like my rye decision is probably not going to work out, or it might just absolutely crush.
All right, here's the other test you can do, old Eric style. Drop the fishies in, give it a swirl.
You didn't even eat the fishes.
Oh shoot! I thought it went in my mouth. There's too much whiskey in it.
I've lost Will. Like, Will's gone. I don't know what just happened.
That was good.
You're gonna need a cheeseburger. You're gonna need a freaking 1 through 4 combo meal at. Go ahead and just pick whatever restaurant you want that to be at. Chuck E. Cheese. Those combos are a bang for your buck.
Combos would have been another snack to pair.
Oh,
you like combos?
Yeah, you got to go with a rye with that.
Oh yeah, because it's so cheesy.
Yeah, you got to go with a rye with that.
You like original combo? What are your best combos? Oh, see, Adam Shelton said Cheez-Its and Russell's Reserve single barrel pair beautifully. I agree because Cheez-Its are so bold.
Rye's out.
Oh, it is?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think that was going to be a good pairing, but you want something sweeter.
It's a weird aftertaste. Like, real bad. Real bad. All right.
Remington wants to know.
13th Colony Rye, by the way, is 95 proof.
Oh,
it's from Georgia. Incredible. They just came out with a bourbon. Apparently, it's fire too.
I haven't had just come out with a bourbon.
Well,
that bourbon's been out as long as that.
Just got distributed here, right?
Nope.
I've literally never seen that bottle.
I'm sorry. They have the Southern whiskey and they have this the
Has
bourbon.
It always been their distillate?
Yes.
How have I never seen that on the shelf?
You want the hard truth?
Yeah.
Because you don't pay attention.
That's a cop-out truth.
I mean, that's the hard truth. That's the actual answer. A lot of times they're not sitting next to each other because if you go to stores that separate bourbon and rye. Remington wants to know, I heard that Jefferson's Ocean is not worth it. What's the verdict, gents? Depends. Are you pairing it with Goldfish crackers or are you drinking it solo?
Well,
it's expensive.
That could be the same answer.
It's good with the Goldfish crackers. I actually think it's a good whiskey.
Garbage.
I think it's a good whiskey. It is. It's expensive for the gimmick, but I think it's good. I like the gimmick.
Here's the deal. I'm not going to say it's good. I'm not going to say it's bad. I'm going to say it's unique. Some people are going to like it. Some people are going to be like, no, absolutely not. I know many people that all they buy is Jefferson's. And that's the thing you can do. But this is a little bit expensive.
The nose is already going so well. Perfect. Right. Perfect pair. Perfect pair.
Why are you're literally 2 for 2 because this is really good.
That is so good.
Why are people pairing stuff now?
Well, you get bored with what you're doing. So you got to find another thing.
So you think it's a progression of boredom?
Well, yeah, that and Eric the Whiskey Mutant taking the world by storm. I actually think that like normal food pairing with whiskey is kind of a dumb idea, personally.
Not if it's like a 7-course meal with 7 whiskey drinks.
I think that whiskey is always going to be, they're always going to be competing, not complementing each other. When you're talking about like great food and great whiskey, that they're the flavor.
I guess you don't want to numb your taste buds.
And they're both really strong flavors. Like that's the point of a really fine meal and a really.
So you would be
whiskey.
more so of like have a really great meal with a wine pair.
100%.
Oh,
100% wine goes
when
better with
did you
food.
become sexy? Because that's
1986.
I do that every time.
So I was born. So that's why I threw it out there. And you do that. Yeah, I think that whiskey just overpowers food typically. So
that combo's great.
It is a great combo.
Here's the deal. The Jefferson's actually beats the benchmark because the benchmark oak
was a little much.
It was a little much.
This is sweeter. That's good. I told you the Jefferson's Ocean was legit.
Okay, so how do I?
So it does change your calculus.
How do I?
Is it worth $80 just a drink? No, but do you have some Goldfish Old Bay seasoned crackers?
Hey, yeah. We didn't put a cigarette out in this or anything, right?
I mean, I don't know what you've done since then. You're on that shelf turds thing.
Yeah, you should see me on that. I crushed that magic trick. Y'all didn't see my magic trick. You should go see it.
All right.
It was on the whiskeychannel.com YouTube page on the giveaway, the really long live, which, by the way, they hit their mark. It was awesome.
Corey is 100% correct. He said fancy plates go with cocktails. Straight pours go with snacks and cigars. 100% agree.
Y'all are dumb. To think that that's a science. It's not science.
I mean, honestly, this isn't the worst. This
Eric
isn't the
calls
worst
him himself a mutant, and he's a night nurse.
What's that have to do with what Corey just said?
No, I was saying for Eric.
Okay.
Eric's like, oh, I'm gonna pair. I know all the pairing stuff.
Right. I'm confused about what the
I'm just saying he doesn't know anything.
Oh, I thought that was a good thing.
No.
Mama Marsha's watching, by the way. She said Jefferson's Ocean has appeared at her Costco for about $10 less than my other liquor stores. Mama Marsha is and will forever be one of my favorite humans.
So I went to Costco the other day to pick up some bottles.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this buffalo chip. And so I picked it up because I was like, I haven't seen this before. So I was just reading about it all of a sudden. And then I move over to another bottle, looking at another bottle. And there was a woman that was in almost complete shock. Like she had stumbled across a Pappy 15 sitting on a shelf for retail. And then she calls her husband and she's like, honey, I'm sitting here looking at a ton of buffalo chip. How much do you want me to get? And he made her repeat it. I don't know how he asked it, but he made her repeat it. And she goes, it's buffalo chip. Chip. So I know he was saying Trace. No, okay, you're saying chip. It's called buffalo chip. She's like, yes, chip.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
just like, no, sweetie, like I'm looking for buffalo Trace. Anyway, they could have been looking for buffalo chip, but I don't know why.
Well, here's the dice roll with buffalo chip is that if you've been in the business of whiskey,
that's crappy.
What?
You said, you said something about dice of the buffalo chip.
What was the joke?
Dice chips. And then I said that's crappy.
Craps. Got it. Yeah. Sorry. It took me a minute. That was actually pretty clever.
That was one of those things where there was going to be 5 people, but those people were geniuses and they would reach out.
Well, I was going to say it's a dicey move by the buffalo chip, folks, because if you've been in the industry at all for more than 2 years,
right,
you know that Buffalo Trace can be pretty, like Sazerac Company can be pretty litigious.
Oh yeah,
they can get aggressive.
They can get those attorneys going,
cease and desist going out, and to their credit, The fact that the lady was confused because the bottle actually kind of looks like a Buffalo Trace bottle.
1,000%.
Like, that's the entire purpose of, if you can argue in court, like, no, we're not confusingly similar.
Well, it's
actually similar to, well, I don't know, but it looks like the Buffalo Trace too.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking around for. But it's like, if you were,
it's fatter.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh wait, this is
is a liter. That's a liter. It's a very similar bottle. And if you were in court, it would be hard for you to argue we're not confusingly similar. They did use a red instead of green, but it's like, if you're one of the best known bourbon brands and you're Buffalo Trace and the other is Buffalo Chip, what the heck does that mean? What is Buffalo chip?
Have you not had Buffalo chips?
No, like Buffalo, like wing sauce.
Well, they're homemade chips with the buffalo powdering on them.
I don't think that's what
you call those Buffalo chips. I call them Buffalo chips. Oh, there's another Buffalo Trace up there, but
it doesn't say why they call it. It says it's from Nashville, Tennessee. It's MGP. Are we just going to drink this on the 100?
No, I want to make a video about it.
Okay, we can do that. But I just think that,
I want to make a special video.
Your observation in the Costco liquor store actually really goes to the point of trademark law, where it's like, you can't really argue it's not confusingly similar. That did not pair well. It's not the worst thing I've ever had in my entire life.
I'm pretty sure this is turned. I'm pretty sure.
Natalie must be drunk.
Why?
She just posted, "Hello, ladies," in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
A sunglass emoji. That's how you know she's been hitting the Kentucky Owl Rye for a minute.
Well, Jason's doing the graveyard shift, so she's just like, I don't have a chaperone.
And she just said, "Turned."
She's like, "I'm out of here, baby."
Oh.
Everybody needs an escape.
It says Colt 45 with a K says, "It's fun pairing food and whiskey by," I think he meant but, "have y'all tried mixing some flaming hot Mountain Dew in your bourbon? It's a hitter." I saw Owen actually have that flaming hot Mountain Dew, and I wanted to go seek it out, but was too lazy to.
Yeah, weren't we gonna pump it or something?
The Mountain Dew? No, we're just gonna drink it.
I thought we were gonna pump it.
We could pump it. No, you know what I would not do? Pump anything carbonated.
I would. That sounds awesome.
No, because the pressure.
That submarine would totally blow up.
Sweet apple with a high rye bourbon is a delightful pairing, in my opinion. That probably sounds weird to most people. I don't agree. I don't disagree with that. That sounds great, Andrew Patrick.
Hey, Will, the other day when I sent you that TV stand, which I could put that TV stand like right behind the camera, you never responded.
You also didn't say what it was. You just sent me an Amazon link. Like, does that mean I'm supposed to purchase that? Does that mean like, was that actually for your wife? Like, there was no context. So I was just going to let it lie.
How about that text I got from my mom today?
Oh, we should talk about Mama Greeze texting you today.
Yeah, it was. All right. So
did you receive the thing?
I sure did. And I was right. I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, so I get a text from my mom today, and it literally says, "Happy early 40th birthday, sweet boy." Which normally that's nice.
That is kind. However, you thought she'd lost her dadgum mind.
Yeah, because it's 2 months and 4 days away.
Right. You do the math on that.
It's August 10th.
He did the math for you.
2 months and 4 days.
Right.
So I sent her back. I said, it's mid-August, right? Like I'm trying to make sure that she knows when my birthday is. And I said August 10th specifically. Like, I'm just going to go ahead and let her know. Crap, should I not have put my birthday out there?
I don't know. You've given your social before and your Amex number and all sorts of things. So,
and I've been shirtless on the internet.
If you haven't had your identity stolen 3 times, it's a miracle.
Right. Well, there's somebody on Twitter right now trying to sell bottles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You saw him? I don't even want to check Truth Social. I don't even.
For other reasons.
Just for many reasons.
Not for the.
Yeah, just honestly for all the reasons. Yep. Okay, so then my mom said, "Yep, but I wanted you to have your gift before your cruise. Amazon said it's out for delivery." So I was very confused at first, and then that kind of let me know, oh, but that's just like my mom to send me a text. She knows it's out for delivery. She knows it was not delivered yet, but she's just going to go ahead and say something that I would have zero context for.
Yeah, she could say, "Hey, your present's out for delivery. Happy early 40th."
Right.
That would be, but you know how she texts? Just like her son.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, I get it, honestly, for sure. I mean, I would totally do that, but you could understand that on the other side of things, I'm a little frustrated. But a friend of ours that we're on a thread with me and Will, I sent them screenshots of the conversation, and I did mention in there after that, I said, I think I might be getting some new luggage. I haven't gotten luggage in a really long time. And I'm like, what else is she's not going to send me a bottle of whiskey that may or may not make it on the boat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Plus, too, there's no reason to. I have unlimited drinks already thrown in.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if y'all want to take a cruise for cheap, just look up Ahoy Cruises on Facebook. AHOY.
That's who did the pod cruise for us, right?
Yes. His name is Tony. Tell him Greeze sent you. I don't get anything for that.
Say, if you get a commission.
I don't get a commission. I don't get anything for that. But I would love
way, Buffalo
I would love for him to be able to know that like a couple people reached out to him because I sent him their way.
Can I start calling you Buffalo Chip? That'd be a funny nickname for you. Hey, Buffalo Chip.
Hey, Buffalo Chip. Get on. Go. Oh, hey, yeah. Give me my fourth nickname. That would be great.
This is Saucy Shane on YouTube. Says, if you guys ever visit Dixon, Tennessee, holler at me. I run a liquor store here and would love to have y'all. What's the name of the store, man? That's not that far. You hop on 840. You're in Dixon in 35 minutes.
Do you think it's okay to have an adjective saucy in front of your name? Like when you're like when you own
Greasy Greeze?
Well, no, but I don't own a liquor store.
No, but you're greasy.
I'm actually dehydrated.
Yeah, that makes you more greasy.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to drink more water.
I have the 42-ounce canteen I take with me.
There was like 3 days in a row where I had like one bottle of water a day.
Cork and bottle liquor in Dixon. We'll have to go check it out. We'll ask for Saucy Shane.
I'm actually going to ask for Sassy Shane. See what that gets me.
Oh, Lord, it's that Grease.
Oh, hell. Saucy told us he was going to come in here and have that.
Cool. Well,
hey, Saucy Shane, can we get some Pappy?
Yeah. We just walk in and just straight up be like, y'all got any blankets?
Hey, man, Saucy Shane hopped on our thing, man. We're just looking for a good time. Do you got any Pappy?
We saw at a truck stop restroom. It said,
for a good time,
ask for Saucy Shane.
ask Saucy Shane for Pappy.
Yeah,
because that's even creepier for people that are reading it.
Oh, 100%. He said Sassy Shane works too.
Ask for Saucy Shane if he has Pappy.
Y'all got any whalers? That's funny.
That sounds like he's holding someone hostage.
Yeah,
in the greatest of ways.
Yeah.
Where do our minds go?
Natalie is upset by this conversation, by the way.
Why is she upset?
Because that was kind of gross. The old truck stop bathroom. Sassy Shane got the Pappy.
Oh, we didn't even talk about lot lizards.
All right. Want to go to the 15?
Is that your way of telling you that there's an edit real close to there?
No.
He said lot lizard.
No.
I would love to go to the 15. What are we doing on the 15 again?
I don't know. You said I've got a lot of things, and you were going to pick, and so I was about to ask you.
I feel like we just need to do the buffalo chip, and we'll do another video with it later.
Said, and you said no. I want to save it.
I know.
All right.
I don't want to save it. I want to do it, but I was thinking we could just do a little bit more with it,
folks. Let's head to the 15.
Let's do this.
I don't care anymore. I really don't.
I can't figure it out. Oh, there it is.
Hey, bud.
If only we had.
I wish
grapefruit knife.
Wish I still had my knife.
I mean, you technically still do.
I don't know where it is.
I know exactly where it is. I just don't necessarily know.
I never want to touch that knife again.
Do you want this one?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But that's the one you pound into the wood.
Oh yeah, no, it's not going to work well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't leave anything that you ever want back out in the open if Greeze is around.
Oh wait, hang on. Do we want to pop this?
Ruin it.
Do we want to pop this on the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're back from the 15.
Some say we never left, Will. He tried to catch me drinking. You tried to catch me in
Greeze,
middle drink.
You only drink.
I'm drinking water right now.
She only smokes when she drinks.
There's an app that I'm doing right now for fasting. Man.
Yeah.
Because it really works for me really well.
I almost had a terrible joke, but keep going.
And I keep all of my water intake in that app.
Yeah.
And literally for 2 straight days, I had like
depressingly low.
1 bottle of water.
I drink way too much water. I drink water so much. So much.
And
water.
Your IVs are just.
Well, I was severely dehydrated. That was whiskey weekend.
You know what?
I do drink a lot of water.
It's probably why you when you get hungover, you just have a headache hungover. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I can get gross feeling hungover, but
yeah, but like you have drank enough to make me just lose it, and you don't lose it.
Well, I have my cells are good and hydrated from water.
I know what that is.
Cells in my body.
You know what osmosis is?
No.
The diffusion of water through cells?
I know. I wanted you to say that because you always say that. It's like the one thing you think you know.
Was the one thing I semi-remember from 8th grade science.
What is too much water? Borderline water intoxication.
Yeah, like sometimes the doctor says you're gonna
flood your brain, bud.
Yeah, do not eat salt.
Yeah.
Your body cannot hold on to any more water.
Uh-huh. Water intoxication? Google that.
Yeah, you can get it. It's a thing, man. You gotta watch out.
Yeah, it's not good. So we're drinking Buffalo Chip, Woody's Reserve whiskey.
Uh-huh.
Pour it up. We don't know much about it.
No, we don't.
Except for Greeze went to Costco and they had it. How much do you pay for Woody's Reserve Buffalo Chip? I think it's expensive.
I sent you the picture.
I know. I think I've seen it at like other stores.
Yeah, I should have planned this. $54.99 at Costco.
I was going to say that's actually pretty pricey. That's like a $60 bottle elsewhere.
Well, but the 55 is the new like 40.
Yeah, but what do we know about this? It's MGP, non-age stated, so probably lower age. It's 104 proof.
Mm-hmm.
It's borderline trademark infringement.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, 104 proof MGP. Let's just see what we got. America. Yeah, it is America.
Yeah.
For a second there, I was like, is Indiana America? You just never know.
Yeah.
Well, I had to back off because I was like, you've already had
it. So it says Buffalo Chip, and then it's got a buffalo in the word chip.
Why?
I love saying chip that way.
Chip.
And it says straight bourbon whiskey, 104 proof, Woody's Reserve bourbon. Let me read the back. It says legendary. I doubt that. You just started. Woody's Reserve bourbon whiskey was created with a sense of adventure, wonder, and free spirit.
You're using other people contract distillate.
And you're a brand new
Woody brand, but you're legendary.
Woodruff, founder of the Buffalo Chip, served as our sole inspiration as we set a course to craft a bold and complex bourbon that leads you out into the great wide open, rich butterscotch and creamy vanilla bites. Tell you instantly that this isn't your ordinary bourbon. Let your adventure begin with Buffalo Chip. Woody's Reserve, bottled and blended by the Buffalo Chip Bottling Company, Nashville, Tennessee, distilled in Indiana.
You know what? I don't really care what they put on the bottle. Do I think that's ridiculous? Calling it legendary? Yes.
Yeah.
However, I don't give a rip.
I don't either.
Because if your whiskey is good, then people are going to buy it and they're not going to give their
sourced to decent whiskey.
Right. Yeah. If you did a good job saying, hey, I want those barrels, you're basically a glorified barrel program.
This is great. Zach Jones says, I bought a fifth of hand sanitizer from Buffalo Chip at the start of the pandemic. That's just man, like 100 years from now, people are going to find this on like an archive.
But you know what? Good on Buffalo Chip for being like ahead of the game.
Yeah, maybe that's how they got started. They never planned on making whiskey. They're like, you know what the world needs now? Hand sanitizer. Legendary.
It is legendary. Yeah. Then. If it helped knock COVID out, kept everybody clean or whatever.
It didn't do that great of a job, Grease. If it was at the start of the pandemic, that was 2 years ago.
Well, yeah.
Took a minute.
Yeah.
You think that hand sanitizer did anything?
I don't know if it did or not.
Who's to say?
All I know is that I can't eat dinner without sanitizing or washing my hands. Honestly, I wash hands.
Nose isn't bad. It does smell young. It actually smells young. Younger nose.
You know, it's got that little grassy thing going on, but this is way softer and sweeter.
For 104 proof?
Oh, it's weird chalky aftertaste. Hang on.
Buffalo Chip.
Yeah, it's got a...
Does it taste legendary to you?
It's got an earthy...
You know the smell after... You know cap guns?
Yeah.
They had like the strip
I know
of caps
about right now.
with the little dots on it.
And
you could take your fingernail on it and pop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that smell?
Yeah.
That's what the aftertaste is.
Yes. And that would mean my chalky note still lives.
Yeah, it's like a sulfury, chalky smokiness.
Like why? And here's the deal. I'm not mad at it. Like I don't think that's disgust. It's not a disgusting note.
It's nostalgic.
It has kind of nostalgia.
Reminded me when I was drinking whiskey playing with cap guns back in the 5th grade.
Listen, you think it is going to go to absolute garbage. The front of it is grassy and hay.
Yeah.
And then it softens and sweetens.
And then it gets a little sulfury. Very interesting pour. It is not a terrible whiskey.
No.
I would not want to do a barrel pick of it. I'll tell you that.
And I would not pay $55 for it. However, it's pretty unique.
Is it? It actually looks like they tried to 3D print Buffalo Trace.
No, I'm saying it's a unique flavor profile.
No, I know.
If multi-dimensional is something that you seek.
Yeah.
This is.
Yeah,
that'll get the job done.
Surprisingly different than what I expected. It's not what I expected out of that. I'd let that open up and give it another shot.
It's not a bad idea.
It's definitely not the worst thing.
Maybe that's when we do a buy bar pass with it.
And we'll say, hey, we did this on the show, and the link is below. Remington says it sounds like a dumpster fire. Well, it depends on the kind of trash that's in the dumpster, but it does have a little bit of that fire quality.
Here's the deal. It's weird. People are going to hate it. People are going to love it. I don't know if people are going to love it.
I was about to say, I don't know if anyone will specifically say, I love this.
Enough to buy like a case of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's interesting enough that I do think people should try this.
Yeah.
Definitely a bar rating for me.
Yeah.
But I'm a lean buy because it's not crazy expensive, especially if you go in with like 3 or 4 more people. But hey, let's just split this bottle. Let's just see what it's all about.
I'm a pass on it right now.
You're a pass.
I'm a pass on it. It's
so interesting.
It's not like pass because this is really bad whiskey. I just don't see a ton of value in it right now at that price point. And you know what I would rather do? Try to drive down prices than say, go check it out and justify the purchase price.
Right.
So that's where I'm at. Like, I understand where it's at. You could probably make a solid cocktail with it with 104 proof. I bet you could make a decent old fashioned game day mix, that bad boy.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Do you know what would fix whiskey prices right now?
A global recession?
Prohibition 2.
Prohibition 2.0. No, it'd make it go up. You make all the prices go up. That's what happens
when you tell everybody to shut up and sit down. And then 20 years later, we can come back.
No, that made things more expensive.
No.
When you drive up demand and you deplete supply completely,
right,
then everything becomes a secondary market. That's how that works. Yeah, it's not like alcohol went away during Prohibition. You just had to know.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
well, I forgot. Illicit drug prices are so cheap.
So this is a big pharma thing.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is.
Colt 45 said, "Cap guns and hayfields," which that sounds like a heck of a country song.
That sounds like a bad ending in a brush fire song.
Hell on a Hillside, man. You basically live that.
No, but it was dewy.
Zach Jones did bring up a good point. He said, so Will just beat Greeze so bad at the Old Bay Goldfish pairing that we didn't have to actually name a winner. Will equals Cam.
No, like, yeah.
Which was your favorite of those, though? I think the Ocean.
The favorite was the Oceans. It was very weird. Second goes to your top floor. Third was the what?
Canned bourbon or the rye that did not drink well.
Golly, both were awful.
Yeah, you picked bad ones.
Really bad ones.
And my favorite thing is right before we did the show, I said, did you pick them? And your excuse for not pre-planning what you tried to be clever.
You thought about it.
No.
I was going rye
first.
I was going rye for sure.
Mm-hmm. You know, it would probably go great with it. That Tamworth Distillery green crab flavored whiskey.
Oh, yeah. We just talked about that
on the news show.
The Crab Trapper.
News. Crab Trapper, invasive species, green crab flavored whiskey. Can't be good.
Apparently it's up north.
Can't be good.
I don't want my whiskey to taste like seafood.
No, because I only think when I think of them putting crab flavoring of actual crabs in anything, I just imagine it being like a dead crab on the beach for 3 days and just stinking.
So I looked up Tamworth Distillery, and it's basically Tamworth Distillery Mercantile.
Yeah, they have like a store and stuff going on.
So is it kind of like a Buc-ee's, but then they also just make crap whiskey?
No, I don't think it's anything like a Buc-ee's.
I feel like if you look at pictures, though, it looks like they've got gas tanks without ethanol in them. Like it has a vibe that's how they roll.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Someone did ask, what does Jefferson's Oceans compare to? That's an interesting question.
It does. I don't think it does.
I see Jefferson's Ocean does pick up a little bit of brininess when you drink it by itself from being on the seas. Personally, I think it does, and that may just be psychosomatic, but it's it's a 90 proof. It tastes a lot like Jefferson's Reserve, but just with a little bit of something extra, a little bit more oak, a little bit more sweetness, a little bit of brininess in there.
Here's the deal.
It's not a bad whiskey. It's just
$80.
Good. Yeah. I actually think
it's just way overpriced.
If this were $50, $40 to
$50,
$50, I would always have a bottle of this. You know, when I bought this one, this is Voyage 12. And it has a Shark Week Encounter sweepstakes. We should probably try to enter it now because this is 2017. I bought this when we had Bart and Logan over.
I gave all of mine away for a charity thing. I had the cask strength.
We had Bart and Logan over back at my old house.
Where it all began.
Yeah. And so I've had this for that long. I just haven't drank on it very much. So I think I paid $75 and change for this. So plus taxes around 80. So I think it's $74.99.
I
bought it at Grapevine.
Our first studio became Adeline's room, right?
No. Yes. No. Guest room. It became the guest room. It was gonna be. I'd already assembled the crib, assembled things, and then I had to disassemble the crib
to get through the door
to take it into the other room. And she's like, "Yeah, it's gonna be the other room now." You know the drill. First child, no.
Right. She probably read on some mom's blog that like you want your kid like in the furthest east room.
No, I think it was just like, I'm not feeling this. Because she was pregnant with the child.
I wonder if there is some weird concept with that. Be like, okay, well, the wind normally blows this way. If our house were to catch on fire, we
there's an influencer that has said something to that effect.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I just did.
All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching this week. Check us out at youtube.com/the podcast. If you're listening to the podcast feed, subscribe wherever you're listening, whether that be the video or the audio feeds. Give us a thumbs up, rate and review us, leave a comment. If you want to support this channel and other shenanigans, thepodcast.com /store is how you can buy our merch and support us, or you can support us by becoming a patron at patreon.com/thepodcast. We do a after show for every tier, no matter what level patron. We have the
and if you're a patron right now, you've already got the link emailed to you.
Yeah, I sent it out today. But if you want to go ahead and join Patreon, then go to the posts and it says the after party. It's got the link. We'll be going off of this feed and going on to that in just a few minutes. Besides that,
we should. There's two things.
Oh yeah,
one, we just passed 5,000 subs.
Oh yeah, we did.
We didn't make a big deal about it, but I feel like we should have done better of a deal about it.
Yeah, thank you all for subscribing.
We should do a giveaway of like when they come in, one of our Oak and Thieves picks. Which, speaking of, oakandthieves.com is our barrel program.
Yeah.
So
there are two. If you join right now, you can buy. There's 2 barrels picks available right now.
Oh yeah, right.
If you go to oakandthieves.com and join, and you can, I mean, if that's all you're interested in, you can join, get those barrel picks, and then do whatever you want.
Peace out, man. See you.
But
love you.
They are fantastic. They are both from Nulu. One is the cigarette blend. It's a bourbon. It is delicious. The sticker is like a American Spirit.
It does have a cigarette nose.
It's smoky. It's earthy. It's leathery. It reminds me a lot of some of those MGP barrels that were like 10 to 12 years old that Bellmead did, that
leathery
Blom Brothers did, that were like people were then flipping for like $1,000. It has that kind of profile, and that's why I was attracted to it. We fully walked into Nulu that day saying, if we do not like the whiskeys here, we are going to say no.
Yeah,
we are going to walk out and not pick a barrel. And we went through of bourbons 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And then we finally landed on the one that we really liked and are thrilled with it and super excited. That is available right now, as well as a toasted rye that it's like I believe it was Todd Cooper who was on the pick with us, was like, this is like marshmallow. Like it is like a toasted marshmallow immediately. So that one's up there as well. Mm-hmm. And that one is called Get Out. And there's a little story behind that where there was a confusion about when we got there, and they were like, we're here for a pick. And they're like, get out, because they were unloading barrels. So there's like an original Donkey Kong of like Donkey Kong throwing barrels at us saying, get out.
We've got 3 incredible Starlights coming this year.
Those are coming. They're going to be fantastic.
One is that, what's that? VDN.
Yeah, so it's VDN. like a VDN is like finish. A fortified wine barrel that is,
and it was a rye, and it was stupid.
Yeah,
it was legit stupid. The other 2 were freaking great too, but that one was just like,
we have an American oak finished rye, and then we have a double barrel bourbon.
Yes,
that is,
and they're all great. It wasn't unanimous, but all 3 of these basically we had what, 18 people picking.
Yeah.
And they're all incredible palates. Like we had Natalie there, Jason, Dustin, Pete. I mean, so many people
Bob and James
that we love. Bob and James were there.
Yeah,
we don't care about what they said,
but anyhow, those are great. I just got word we're in the queue for another Staves and Grain. Which we did the shark repellent, which was hugely popular. Right. And so we're in the queue for
another one
for Staves and Grain. So
yeah. And we've got an ASW Red X pick that's never been a single barrel release outside of the gift shop. They've done one other one. It was released in the gift shop. James has been overseeing that, and he just cut up the heartwoods like 2 months ago and threw them in there, and they've been kind of coming in and out. And I think it's done.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't think you know exactly what that means.
No, he puts
the
staves in there, and they pulled them.
I don't know what cutting up the heartwoods means. I know that he keeps saying, I was cutting up heartwood. I didn't watch that. If he sends me something, I'm typically at work. And the one time I clicked play on something that James Smith sent me at work was, I mean, it was an HR violation. I just didn't get reported. That's all I'm saying. All right, folks, thank you so much for watching. Go to oakandthieves.com to join that barrel program. And all you patrons, okay, go to your Patreon, log in, and click. It should say posts. Yeah, go to publish post.
Check your email.
And it doesn't always, people have, sometimes it doesn't go to the emails.
We'll check both of them.
I know, but log into Patreon and go to posts, and it should say Patreon After Party June 6th. All right, thank you so much, everyone. We don't know Jack, but we'll drink it. Bye.